Hello, this is Lucy again. Today I'm going to show you how to install R and Rstudio and rtools from the beginning. First, we just download each package we need. R language, and we go to here. And also we can search Rstudio. Then we go to, then we can check to download R. Prefer the mirror, then we can go the mirror and choose a place which is most close to you. Choose the mirror that most close to you. Here I use the Tsinghua, and mine is the Windows. If you are Mac, you use this, and etc. Now we use for this. Then we install the first time. Next, we download the Rstudio. Then here we go to Product. Then we download this one first. Then we put it in D. Then we save it. Then we install the Rstudio desktop. Then we scroll down. And we open edition, download Rstudio desktop. Then choose our version. Normally we use this one, that is quite enough for our study. And we go to download. Then we choose this one. And you also can select here, it's the same. Now, we also put it in D. Our R version is the most present version is 4.2.1. Then we also download the rtools. Then we download it. We should choose the same version as the R. Now our version is 4.2.1, so this one should be selected. And we go further. Maybe install from the installer. It should be directly in the default location. So we also select this one and also save it. This is the three software we need to download first. Now we go to open show in the folder. Here we can right click and create a new folder that names R. Later we will install our R and Rstudio in this location, in the D and the location. Then we right click it and run as an administrator. I always like choose the important software I like to install in run as administrator. Then here you can choose the language. Normally we just use English. Then go here, we can browse the install location. We go to D and we just created R location. Then we save it. It is R version with it will directly create a location like this. And we just go to next. We use default. We just use the default. And we go further. Then we can go further. This is how we install R. Then we go to next to see whether the Rstudio is already downloaded. It will take several minutes for you to download. Next, we just install Rstudio in the same location. As you can see here, in the same location. Then the R is finished. Then we go to check rtools. Then we also right-click the Rstudio. Then we run as administrator. Then we go to next, and here we also choose the location to previous setting. This PC in D and R and OK. Now it also helps to create a Rstudio. Then we next, then we install. Then we just wait until it is stored. Then finish it. Now we can go to the desktop. There is no shortcut for Rstudio. Now we can click it here. Here it's recently added. Now we right click it, and we can just open file location, and we can send this to our desktop so that later we can open the Rstudio easily. Show more option. We send it a shortcut to the desktop. Then here we got this desktop. Then we have this shortcut. Then we just double click it. May we upload crash? We can say yes. Now this is our Rstudio, and look here, it has a console. The version is here. Then first thing we need to set is that we go to Tools, then Global Options, and here we just choose the packages. Here we also choose a mirror for our installation, so that when we install the R package, it will take less time. And here we change. And choose one that are really close to you. Here I am in China, then I like to use the Tsinghua, and OK. And I just apply it. If you restart it, then we say yes. And we just click it. Restart. After restart it, let's see the first we go to File, then create a new R script. And as you can see here, we have 4 part. This part we can write code and save this code by save as. We can just write a equals to 1, and we run. And here is the environment variable. Then and here is the console, and here is our here is the part where you can view the plots, and you can see what's the package you already installed. And here is the help message, and this is also a viewer. Now normally we just go to leave it as a plot. Then we also can try to install one package first. The most Now I'm going to show you how to install package. First, I like to install packages. Here is we call ggplot2. This is the single quote. Don't forget this. And after we write it, you can run here. You can the mouse position can be here or here. it will help to install it directly. You don't need to do anything. You just wait until this red stop disappear. Then it means the installation has been finished. It will help us to download the package that is required for ggplot2. This is much easier for us to install. And there is also other method we can install. Normally, we have 5 ways to install our packages. This is the most common way. If we first try it, then we also install the other one. We can install the BIOC manager. There is a lot of packages stored in this. Then we first just install this BIOC manager. And it also gives us a hint that we didn't install rtools. It will be necessary when we want to install package from the source. So here we also, if we successfully install a package, we can library it before we use the function in the package. So we library it, and there is no error, which means we have successfully installed this package. BIOC manager, and we can library it. It takes time until you can do. It is running. If the red stop exists, it tells us the version. If there is no error, that means everything is fine. Then we go to check whether our rtools have successfully downloaded. Then we go to the second. This is the first way to install package, and the second way to install package is use the BIOC manager. We already library it. We can BIOC manager install. Then we can install one package that calls Pecan. This is a package we will use later. So we go to further. Sometimes if you install packages that in this way, it tells you that there's no package called that name, or the version is not compatible. You may try this way. This is the most two packages. 这是最常用的了啊。This is the two most common used install package way. There is also one way that we installed from the GitHub. Here, it asks us whether to update all of them. Normally, we can use the old one, then we don't need to update. Just use the default one. And after we install it, there is no need to install it the second time. We can add a hash to the beginning of it, which indicates that if you just run this, it won't run again. It will just you can check there is just nothing happened because we give it a hash line. This is a annotation method. You can say, now we are going to install packages like this. Just give us a hint. We are going to install packages or etc. Then we can Control S to save this script. Now we can save it in. We can go to this computer, network, and file sharing are turned off. Oh, here we this computer. Then we go to save it in D. then we can also create a new location. New location, new folder. Then my R. Then I just save it in here and give it a name. Install 1.r and save it. Then we can go to check the my R. Where is it? Here is my R. You can, if you don't have the suffix, you can go to view by show the file name extension. Then you can double click it, and by the default. Now we can just open to Rstudio. Now we can don't save it. You can save the R history or not. Here is the R history. We don't need to open it. We only open the R. Then you can see that there is no environment here. And look at here. This is our working directory. Then we can change it to other working directory by session. Set working directory to our where we store our reading file. Then we can choose by. Now we can see here our working directory is D. Previously it is in our document. Then we can session to source file location or to file panel location, like it is in this. Then we can go back to where is the source file location. Then it is. Then we go to install rtools. Now we can install rtools. Then we also right-click it and run as administrator. And here we don't set the location. We use the default. Then we just go to next, then next, and go to install. Then this takes time. We just wait. And we also can install div tools. We also can write the script here. If you don't want to keep the history, then you can just run here, because when you close this Rstudio, the history will disappear. But if you keep it here, after you close it, you can reopen it. Now our rtools has successfully installed. Then we finished. Then we just close this. It will ask whether you save it. We can just save it. And here we go to my R. Then we just run install 0.1R. As you can see here, there is nothing here. The history has already disappeared, but here you can see still the script is here. And we can, the third way to install packages is use the div tools. We go to library, div tools, and we can just run. We also can write code here. You want to save the history. If you write here, now let me try. We can install GitHub. I like to install one package called from Luffy from Guni frac. Now we can also library it. Now there is no error. That means we have successfully installed this package. Now this is all you need to do for preparing the software for running our course script. Then that's all. See you.